Hi everybody, what's going on? This is Jen coming at you on my downtime. Hope you're all having a great day. This is kind of a random vlog, so just don't mind it. I just got done having a conversation with a friend of mine that I knew from high school who's actually based in Kuwait right now, doing a tour over there. And he says it's quiet, you know, no big things are going on there. You know, not like all the riots that have been happening in Syria, all the protests. And him and I had a long conversation back and forth on Facebook and comments, talking about, you know, all the things that are going on around the world basically, and you know, how it hits home literally. I told him, you know, he actually ended up saying that, you know, this generation is basically taking after our grandparents. A lot of us are going overseas to fight as soldiers, and a lot of us are, you know, basically staying home thinking, you know, what the hell are we gonna do to help ourselves and our families? And you know, I was kind of amazed in a way. I don't know why I was. I already know that, you know, history is repeating itself. Basically, we are going through what our grandparents had gone through. And I told him I almost enlisted myself to actually go fight overseas, but then I started to become more aware of what our government's real agenda is, and it's not really so much the safety of our country as it is mining. I mean, we're basically going over in other countries to basically harvest anything and everything that we can get our hands on to put into the global market to make money off of. And I recognize that, you know, that is the current agenda of the government, and it's what they're doing, and I don't support that. I mean, why are you going to go over to other countries to harvest something that you can make here at home? And if you don't have the sources that, you know, the other countries do to make whatever you want to make at home, come up with them. Use something different, you know? But anyway, before I go off on a tangent, I told him, you know, I almost enlisted myself, but I don't really, excuse me, gas, I don't really agree with the government's agenda and what they're doing. So I told him, you know, due to that, I'm staying home and not fighting overseas. I've made the decision to become an entrepreneur and to do my thing. And, you know, he says, you know, I hear you, man. Because I told him, you know, where there aren't resources here right now, because we're going through the recession, we can actually create those resources. And by creating those resources, we can create more opportunity for people. And I think that's worth working on, really, you know. I told him it's the best decision I've ever made. I didn't back out because I was afraid to fight. I backed out because I know that even if we don't necessarily have what other countries have, we can always use something different. We can always come up with our own resources and start, you know, building our country again. We can start creating our own products. We can start creating our own services. We can open up our own marketplace, basically, and get it revived again. And that's that's actually my biggest goal right now. It really is. It's the reason why I sacrifice so much of my time. It's the reason why I don't have much of a social life. It's the reason why I'm single, probably. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad that I've made that decision, because I really do believe, I don't just believe, but I know that we can do this. That when we band together and we come up with our own resources and an excellent plan and we execute it, we're golden. We're fine. We just have to keep doing it. We can't just, you know, say, okay, well, this is a great idea, and then not do anything, or even go so far as to come up with something and think that it's just going to work on autopilot without putting work into it. We need to get our heads out of our asses. You know, if we're here at home, we need to get our heads out of our asses. We have to stop thinking to ourselves there is no opportunity when we can create opportunity. We need to stop thinking to ourselves that we are too tired to do it or can't do it when we can do it and should do it. I don't know. That's on my mind now. And, you know, I'm really glad that my friend and I had this conversation because it motivated me. I love it when people motivate me. Because I already have ideas. I just never really, like, put too much in place. And, you know, a lot of the time I felt tired. I felt very drained and weak, stressed, upset. You know, like I've been mangled from the inside out. And that's what stress will do to you if you let it really get to you, which I did. I ended up letting that get to me so much to the point where I started to criticize myself, and I started to stop believing in my ideas, thinking that my ideas are stupid, that they're silly, that they're never going to happen. And I'm just glad that him and I had that conversation, because not only did it motivate me, but it reminded me, and it also confirms that what I'm doing is not silly, it's not stupid, and that these ideas that I have need to get lifted off of the ground ASAP. So, I mean, if anybody's out there and legitimately wants to work with me, I mean, like, not try to sell me on something. I mean, if you legitimately want to work with me and we could partner up and take things to the next level and actually come up with something, let me know. Definitely let me know. Because I know that I have ideas of my own, and I'm pretty sure that you have ideas of your own, but I think the best way to actually launch those ideas is to start working together. Start communicating more. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because lately I've not really been that motivated. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm doing projects for other people, and I actually do enjoy doing that, but I'm staying in that mode instead of growing. And I think the main reason why I'm doing that is because of what I said. You know, I thought my ideas are silly and stupid and they're never gonna happen. Bullshit. They're gonna happen. I just have to get some people to work with me. You know? Just not only that, but, like, you know, us as U.S. citizens need to come together and just band together and make shit happen. And the only way we could do that is to share our ideas with each other, see what works, see how we can put them all together, and then get something really fucking sweet launched and happening. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I do know, it's just kind of hard to verbalize it. I've been thinking a lot about things that I want to do, you know? Simple things. Simple things. Not even, you know, inventing something or innovating too much. Simple things. And these things are so damn stupid, it's ridiculous. I don't know why I've never jumped on them. What's wrong with me? Why? Because my ideas were silly? The hell was I thinking? Anyway, to my buddy Dozer out in Kuwait, dude, shout-outs to you. That was a very good conversation, and I appreciate the motivation. It's helping. And to everybody else, love and light to you. Peace out, and I will see you on the next one.